Welcome to a second prototype. This is going to be a strange idea because I think the campfires get completely overlooked, but they have a limitation. So I wanted to create a eco-friendly smelting array, and I know that you can't smelt ores and cobblestone and stone with this, and forgive me if that's the case, but I do have this idea for a kelp farm. So I know I'm going to be using a lot of kelp, and I know I could just feed the system kelp and then control the blocks and everything, but I found that to be a little on the boring side, and I found this. So I've only spent 20 minutes or so on this, and I've created a really crazy system that I can actually place a kelp on all of this, and it takes 30 seconds to cook anything on a campfire. So if you divide 30 by 4, which is the time it takes to cook 4 items, it doesn't matter how many items are on here, it's going to take 30 seconds per item. But it is actually faster than a normal furnace once you divide that, because typically it would take 40 seconds. So you cook 3 items and then you get the 4th one free. I'm not going to go into smokers. Smokers are definitely faster. I think a smoker would be 20 seconds compared to the 30, but you don't have to use any fuel. So you don't get any experience, but you don't have to use any fuel, and that made me kind of happy. So I created this little system, so let's grab ourselves some kelp. And let's, did I lose the minecart? I think I broke the minecart. Yes, I did. Okay, so let's turn collection on. Okay, there's collection. And I will be using, what is it? Tweakaroo to right-click fast, as you can see the HUD right there. So, whoa. Oh, yeah, that'll, yep, that'll do it. So everything's been planted, or replaced, I guess. And then you'll go and do it again. You'll move on. And you will take suffocation damage with this current design. I will fix that later. I'm not sure of a way to go around it quite yet due to the way everything else is placed. But as you can see, we are placing all of our cooked items here. Items to cook. And this is a free item. I don't know. This is just... I don't know why I made this. Other than because I can. So, as the items fly off, the minecarts will eventually come and pick them up. The system's locked a little bit based on when the first hopper picks up something. So if we take this out of here, you'll see that that one's going to go back and start collecting again. And each one of these systems is going to have their own items in it, and they'll lock themselves and unlock themselves when the time is right. So this is not a good system yet. The carts that go down and around here, oh. I wonder why I've been losing items. Look like there's items falling through. That's good to know. As it is a prototype, there are problems. The rail system back here is a little wonky too, so I'm not super sold on the way I've got this set up right now. But it is pretty nice. It's only 4 wide. So it can use some work, but I would like to get it 2 wide, which is this blockage right here, but I actually have to have these walls here. The items will fly around everywhere, and I find it a lot better to have only 2 rows of carts. So this is a weird little system here, and as you can see, there's some dried kelp coming in through here. So it is picking stuff up, but yeah, I'm not super sold on this yet. I want to work this through. There's got to be a better way to get all this to work. I'm hoping maybe I can figure out a way to collect the items when they pop off, because if I'm right, I think the items pop off in such a way that when they pop off, I'm not sure if that's exactly what I wanted to do. I'm not sure if this is even going to work. But yeah, we could do that, and then And then Maybe this works. Oh, okay. Did that collect everything? 4. Okay. I'll test this theory later and see what happens here. But yeah, so this is just a small little array. I'm not sure how many I would actually be able to do in a single line before the items started popping off. And I'm trying to avoid the inventory of the player getting picked up and coloring these items. I want them to go away from the player so that the player can get whatever they're collecting refilled. So this is, each one of these is a stack of items. There's 7 stacks being taken from you each time you go around, which means that it'll take it 3.5 trips to actually make a shulker box of items. So I'm not sure if this is more efficient or less efficient. I think it saves a lot of iron in the long run, but it uses a lot more gold due to the rails. So again, this is another weird prototype, but I think that this has been completely overlooked in the game. It doesn't cost any fuel to use a campfire, but nobody's made an array for this, so it's a noisy thing. And if I had particles on right now, it would look really, really bad, but there's a lot of items that can be used like this. Mostly the food. But kelp is something we can throw on there, so who knows what we can do with that. I sure don't know what else I can do with this. I'm going to work with some design ideas and see if I can get that water idea working, and I will probably upload another prototype of this very soon, because this is, I mean, this is just kind of nice. This looks neat and everything, so I'm really happy with the way this looks, but as you can see, there's a lot of items sitting around, and I'm not super happy with the card system either, so if I can get a water system built in, I think it'll be a lot better of a prototype. So yeah, that's the second prototype I've been working on in my spare time, and I plan to use this for a giant kelp farm, so I definitely want to make this a functional farm, or a functional... I need a name for this, guys. I do not know what to call this. So yeah, I'll leave the naming to you guys, because I can't, nothing comes to mind. Nothing fantastic comes to mind. And I was going to do a campfire furnace array, but that just is a mouthful, so yeah, let me know what you guys think of this. Again, another crazy video, another weird idea. I don't even know what I'm doing with that time anymore. Bye.